This is a tasting for the Paul John Bold. So the Paul John distillery is based in India. It's actually based in Goa, so quite a unusual place for a distillery to be, especially within India, Goa being quite a hot and tropical climate, so obviously poses really interesting challenges when it comes to distilling whiskey. One of those being the maturation process. When they're aging this whiskey, they've got to be really careful because the angel share that they lose that comes out of those casks due to evaporation is somewhere between 10 to 12%, which compared with similar in Scotland, for example, is sitting between 2 to 3% a year. So quite a big amount of whiskey can be lost in the maturation process unless you keep an eye on it, but also quite a lot of interaction happens within the wood. And interestingly with this, much like in Kentucky when they're making bourbon, you know, the whiskey that you put in the barrel will often come out the barrel at a higher ABV than what you put it into due to that process. So really, really interesting. But they're making some really cool whiskeys. They've got a fantastic master distiller, Mr. Michael D'Souza. We've had the pleasure of having at Lucky Shaker to come and host a session for us. And he's got a fantastic passion for whiskey. So let's have a go at one of his here. This is double distilled, aged in American oak. Really interesting on the nose. You're going to get subtle hints of peat. It's only peated to 25 parts per million, so not an incredibly high peating process for the barley, but you do get subtle hints of that peat coming through, almost like a bacony nose I get on it, which is quite fun. But you might pick up hints of like a menthol mintiness. You're going to get maybe some peach, which is quite unusual. You know, that tropical flavors coming through, and maybe even hints of pineapple. So really fun nose, something a little bit different. If you go on the palate of that, the interesting thing with this is that you're going to get quite a nice kind of oiliness. So it's really nice mouth coating, kind of oily mouth feel. You're going to get spices coming through, so clove, ginger, nutmeg, but you also get quite a nice tropical fruit flavor that starts banging around in the back afterwards. You're going to get like that kind of peachy pineapple flavor profile that starts coming through. So that's really, really fun. And then just wisps of smoke to finish it all off. So coming in at 46%, so fairly big whiskey in terms of flavor profile. You can definitely taste that the wood is there and there is quite a bit of the tannin. But yeah, quite a lot of fun and I think a really fantastic whiskey that they've created. So hope you enjoy the Paul John Bold.